Alright, so I'm going to be doing another commentary for the legs push pulse second half of the week. Started off with the leg day, and I did 3 sets of the pre-exhaustion on the leg press to start out with once again. Just did one clip of that, sped it up because this video is going to be like 40 minutes long. So then I did 2 plates for 3 sets of 35 reps on this day. Went up a little bit in weight from the last week, and I did a plate and a quarter. Then I went into the elevated heel squats. My low back was feeling pretty good on this day, so I decided to take it a little bit heavier. I did 3 sets. Did it like a top set of 225. It looks this, which is what this is right here, for a set of 12 reps. Then I did 205 for a set of 10, and 185 for a set of 10 as well, or 10 or 12, I believe. The bar is 65 pounds, so it looks like it's 205, but it's actually 225. So this is the top set, like I said, 225 for 12 reps, and then going into the next set was the 205 pounds for a set of 12. The last couple reps were fairly slow. This is the next set, but overall it felt pretty good. This camera angle is a little bit further down. You can see how elevated my heels are there. Just focus on hitting the quads, as this is the more quad dominant day. Yeah, these felt pretty good, and doing everything beltless still because of my inability to use a belt at this time due to my belly button issue that's going on, but it's getting better. And I like training without a belt once in a while too, so feels good. My back's feeling a little bit better. As I recorded this right now, my back is a little tweaked, probably because I sat in the car for a bunch of time yesterday. Yeah, this training day went fairly well, and felt good for sure. I went a little bit narrower on this set as well. Really just trying to blast the quads. And I did not get footage of the final set, but like I said, I dropped it once more and did 185 for the third set. Then I moved on to the Bulgarian split squats, which has been my secondary movement for the most part on the quad dominant day, disregarding the pre-exhaustion. And I went a little bit heavier than last week. I did a 65-pound dumbbell for 3 sets of 12. I think the dumbbell is actually 70 pounds, I do believe, because it's got 3 tens and then the weight of the bar itself, which isn't counted. Oh no, it's a 60-pound dumbbell, but it's actually 65 pounds. So that's 10 pounds heavier than last week, which felt pretty good. Felt pretty good for sure. A little bit of a balance issue, but that'll come. I was fairly fatigued, and that'll get better as the time goes on. This is only like my probably 3rd or 4th week doing these, and I'm happy with the weight going up quite a bit. Then I moved on to the Spanish squats, which have been another staple. I sped this up once again just to save some time. I did 45 pounds for 3 sets of 15. Once again, a little bit heavy. Same weight as last week, but a little bit more volume. A couple more reps each set. Then I went up in weight on the calf raises this week. Did 45 pounds for 3 sets of 12. And we're going to just keep trying to grow the calves a little bit. I did some decline crunches with a 25-pound plate. Next, that was 4 sets of 12 with that. Then did some excess medial delt and bicep work, which you're seeing right now. I did 30 pounds for 3 sets of 15 for the lateral raises, and I did 75 pounds on the bicep machine for 3 sets of 15 reps as well. And that is it for the lower body, second lower body session of the week. Then we moved on to the upper push workout. This went fairly well. A lot of volume on this day. These are my pre-exhaustion, which I've only shown sped up before, but this just gives a better idea. And I went quite a bit heavier for how many reps it is. I went from 45-pound dumbbells to 55-pound dumbbells on these, and I got 25 reps, 25 reps, and 22 reps. So this is a new, little bit lower rep range. I'm still shooting for 100 total reps, just because. So probably gonna be a couple weeks for that, but it's good. I've been doing the 45 pound dumbbells for a little bit and worked up from starting out with like about the 25 rep range and moved up to 35 and 40 reps on those. So it's pretty good. And I'm doing this without any leg drive or anything, except for the last couple of reps maybe, just to squeak out a few more. After the pre-exhaustion work, we moved on to incline bench press. These were 5 sets of 12 this week. I did 5 sets of 10 last week. Still slow and controlled. Just one plate for 5 sets of 12. And I kept these true time, just to show the cadence of the repetitions here. So this was, I took footage of the first and the last set. This is the first set, obviously, and the last set is coming up here. Like I said, I did 5 sets of 12 reps for these. This is the last set. My grip's a little bit different. I changed the grip up in and out a little bit on each set, just to change it up a little bit, make sure I'm hitting everything. After the incline dumbbell press, incline bench press, I moved on to cable flies, which I went a little bit heavier, and I did a little extra drop set this week as well. And I just showed my third set, which was my first drop set. I believe I went 3 sets of 100 pounds on the stack for 10 reps. And on the third and fourth set, I did a drop set, dropped it about 40%, and did a set of 12. And on the fourth set, I went 80 pounds for 12 reps, and once again dropped it quite a bit. I went to 50 pounds for 15 reps. So this is my third set, 100 pounds for 10 reps, followed by the drop, which you will see in a second, of 60 pounds for 12 reps. After the cable crossovers, oh, and also on these cable crossovers, I changed the angle from a pretty low, as you can see right here, each rep moving up a little bit higher, and then I moved back down a little bit lower as well. Then I moved on to dips. I did 3 sets of 15, which felt pretty good. No longer using the slingshot like I was before, and granted, they're not perfect range of motion, but given what they looked like before and how it feels, I'm not mad. And I'll probably do one more week doing trying for sets of 15. I'll try and work a little bit deeper, but if I feel a pinch in my shoulder, I'm not going to push it. And I may just continue with body weight for a couple weeks until I feel comfortable throwing some weight on there and getting a little bit heavier with those. Next was the tricep fat bar push downs. I did a set of 150 for 20 reps, 180 for 12 reps, and then a set of 200 for 10 reps, and a drop set to 120 for 15 reps, which was the set that was shown in the video. And I finished off, oh no, I did 2 more tricep exercises, these skull crushers that you see, 55 pounds for 3 sets of 15, which is the same as last week, but I slowed the form down and kept it a little bit more crisp, just to ensure form's good and getting the most out of it. I'll probably go up and weight a little bit on these, or maybe I'll add a set this upcoming week. Finished off the day with a old staple of my tricep work, which is the overhead cable extensions. Work on hitting the long head a little bit, which is this video right here. Did 80 pounds for 3 sets of 15 reps. I really like this movement, and gotta make sure I hit a couple sets a week at least of something overhead for the triceps. But I like to throw them in at the end in case, just to make sure that my elbows are super warm, and I go super light. This is only 80 pounds for 3 sets of 15 on these. Then threw in a little bit of some of my posing, sort of, just playing around. Had some good lighting over in the corner, so I figured I'd make the most of it. And this is sped up a little bit. I don't move like a robot like that, but so I did a little bit of that, and that's how I ended off the upper body push day for this week. This was February 8th, 2019. Alright, so ended the week with upper pull as usual, and starting to do a new pre-exhaustion for this, doing these low cable rows. Did 80 pounds for 3 sets of 40. I really like these as opposed to the bent over dumbbells that I was doing previously. Then I moved on to weighted pull-ups, and I hit a new volume PR, 4 sets of 6 with 75 pounds added. Yep, the form's still not perfect, but it is as good as last week, and I did an extra rep, so I am not mad at all at that. And I did show, I got clips of all 4 sets for selfish reasons, so I can track the individual sets, see how they look comparatively. And so since I did hit 4 sets of 6, I may try and up the reps a little bit next week. Probably not. I'll probably go to 80 pounds and shoot for 4 sets of 6. Probably gonna get a couple less, but it's alright, because these were about an RPE like 9.9 on the last rep of each set. But pull-up strength definitely still coming along, which is awesome, even though I've dropped, well, my body weight has stabilized quite a bit right now. I'm probably going to have to drop some calories, or, I mean, I'm still eating quite a bit, but either drop some calories or add in a little bit more cardio, not much, maybe 1 extra 10-minute walk per day. I'm already doing 2 to 4, so about 3 on average. I've been really trying to do 3, definitely, and with my schedule right now, with school and everything, 3 10-minute walks is very feasible, and adding 1 more won't hurt for sure. So I may do that as opposed to dropping calories, because I need calories. After the pull-ups, I went on to my favorite horizontal row, the weighted inverted row. I did Added weight this week. I did a set of 12 reps, a set of 10 reps, and another set of 10 reps with the 10-pound plate added, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it adds up quite a bit because these are pretty hard just with body weight anyways. And I'm trying to stay pretty true to the form on these. And on the last set, I did drop the plate, and this was the first set. And then on the last set of those, I dropped the plate and did 10 more reps after 3 or 4 seconds. Then I moved on to the neutral grip lat pull downs. I did a little bit lighter, a little bit more reps this week. I did 150 pounds for 3 sets of 15, as opposed to last week when I did 160 pounds for a set of 15 and 2 sets of 12. So overall the volume's fairly similar on this movement, but I did go heavier, and I hit a volume PR previous in the workout. So I'm satisfied with the 150 pounds. Next did some biceps and forearms. I did 3 sets of 12 with 120 pounds on the reverse cable curls, which is 20 or 30 pounds heavier than when I started doing these vlogs, which is nice, and the form is still pretty solid as far as the same as previously. And then I did 4 sets of 15 reps with 25-pound dumbbells on the curls, on the bicep curls, which is an extra set. I did the same weight and same rep range. I just added a set, and those felt pretty good as well. The 4th set was fairly challenging, but as to be expected since I only did 3 sets last week. And then I just threw in these cable ab crunches, which I do standing for the most part. I do them kneeling on the ground once in a while, but those are not a staple. I do them once in a while, just throw in extra ab work. I just did 3 sets of those, and I don't even think I tracked it on my workout log. So sometimes abs, I don't really do that. I just I supersetted the dumbbell curls with those ab crunches. So this must have been the 2nd or 3rd, maybe 4th set. No, this was the 4th set of the bicep curls, and I did a little bit different form, bringing my hands out in front and leaning over a little bit, just to put a little more tension on the biceps. Then I moved on to some excess medial delt work. I did just 2 sets, 15 reps, 15-pound dumbbells, supersetted dumbbell lateral raise, and dumbbell upright rows, and I ended with 2 sets of 150 pounds on the stack for 15 reps on the face pull. And that was the second half of the week.